Hello friends, this is Zoya Chowdhury and you are watching me on YouTube channel Simplified Education. To discuss the topic that is research aptitude. This topic is useful for UGC NET and SET exam paper 1. Total there are 10 units, out of that this is unit number 2. In this first lesson of the research aptitude, we are going to see the meaning and characteristics of the research aptitude. Means we are going to cover the meaning, definition of the research and characteristics of the research as well as characteristics of the researcher, and we are going to see the value of research to the mankind. So let us start. The meaning of the research. We know that research term is made up of two things, that is made up of combination of two words, that is re plus search, means whatever is there we are going to research, means again and again we are going to find out the existing thing. The term research means to make the known of an existing thing. Thus research means to elicit some facts out of the known things. In simple words we can say we are going to explore the existing thing. Research is a process in which series of steps are used to collect and analyze the information to increase our understanding of a topic or issue. In short, we can summarize that research process in 3 steps. First step is to pose a question, means we are going to arise the problem, we are going to fix the target area on which we are going to search. Then second, that is collect the data to answer that question. This is quite lengthy procedure. Number of steps are involved according to the different variety of methods. And third and last one is that present the answer of that question. Means here we are going to solve that question and we are going to find out the answer. That yes, this is our conclusion of the research. We have simplified the known things. We have find out something from the existing thing. We have explored something from the known things. Now see the definition. If you see the different thinkers, you will find out the number of definitions are there according to the various thinkers. So let us take the example. According to the American sociologist Earl Robert, he said, research is a systematic inquiry to describe, explain, predict and control the observed phenomena. Means he has given the research process into the various steps, that is to describe, explain, predict and control. These are the various steps of the research. With the help of different methods, we are going to carry out this process. An interesting part is that the research involves the inductive and deductive method. Suppose in our inductive method we are going to carry the research, then it will be the divergent thinking. It will be called as the qualitative analysis. If it is deductive method, it will be the convergent thinking and it will be the quantitative method. Now we will see the research characteristics. First characteristic is that it is empirical. Research is based on the direct experiences or the observation by the research. Means it is based on the concrete experiences or the concrete readings are there. It is not based on anybody's perception or the assumption. That's why the main characteristic is empirical. Then second, logical. Research is based on the valid procedure and principles. Some concrete principles are there, valid procedures are there, and according to that methodology it is going to work. That's why logic, without logic we can't go for the research. Then third one is the cyclic. This is very interesting. Researchers start with a problem. Initially we are going to fix the problem and we expect that it will end with the result, it will end with the conclusion or it will end with the answer. But again it ends with the problem. Means whenever we are going to find out the answer of the research, answer of one research, it is going to arise the new problem for the another researcher. So we can call it as a cyclic process. This is not from one end to another end, that is starting point and ending point. No, again and again. When one research is going to end, another research is going to start from that answer of the first research. Hence we can say that research start with the problem and even it end with the problem. Now analytical. Research utilizes proven analytical method in gathering data, whether historical, descriptive, experimental and case study. Means whatever may be the category of the research, we are going to use the proven analytical procedure. Fixed criteria of the procedure methods is given, and according to that criteria, according to that framework only the research is going to run. So these are the 4 characteristics. Next, that is critical. Research exhibit the careful and precise judgment. Whenever we are going to predict out the judgment of the research, it is going to be the very precise, very accurate, very firm, very specific judgment we are going to make out. That's why critical. Then methodical. Research is conducted in the methodical manner without using the bias, using the systematic methods and procedure. That systematic method and procedure format track is already decided. So there is no scope for the biased thing. Hence we can say that the definite methodical manner is used for the research. That's why research is accepted worldwide. Then replicability. Research design and procedures are repeated to enable the research to arrive at a valid and conclusive result. Replicability is very much important. Otherwise, it will stop at one end. We have to replicate the same thing for the growth and development. Now further, intellectual curiosity. This is coming under the characteristics of the researcher. Before this, we were looking for the characteristics of the research. Now, whenever particular research is carried out by the person, that is researcher, that person should have certain characteristics. So, first is that intellectual curiosity. Without curiosity, there is no scope or no point of starting in the research. So, a researcher undertakes a deep thinking and inquiry of the things and situation around him. So, intellectual curiosity is the first and foremost main terms and conditions we can say for the researcher. Prudence. Second is that prudence. The researcher is careful to conduct. He should have that kind of wisdomness. Is careful to conduct his research study at the right time, at the right place, wisely, efficiently and economically. So this wisely, efficiently and economically, these criteria or these characteristics should be possessed by the researcher. Then only it will be the effective research work. Further, healthy criticism. Criticism should not be an underestimating thing for something, or it should not be like a negative reinforcement. So positive, in the way of positive reinforcement, criticism should be there. That's why we can call that criticism as a healthy criticism, because the researcher is always doubtful as to the truthfulness of the result. So whenever we are going to point out something which is in the positive way, it will be called as the healthy criticism, and this healthy criticism will improve the quality of the research. Then further, intellectual creativity. A productive and a researchful investigator always creates the new researches. For the new discovery, intellectual creativity is required. Creativity gives rise to the something which is new. That's why we are going to call the research as new something from the existing thing. So productivity, creativity is the required thing for the researcher. These are all the characteristics of the researcher we have seen. Now we are going to see the values of research to the man. What kind of values or what kind of benefits we are going to get for the mankind from the research, that we have to see. Otherwise we will not come to know what is the importance of the research in our life. First is that research improves the quality of life. Definitely, research is going to simplify the problems. Research is going to improve the quality of the work. It is going to make the minimum efforts. That's why it improves the quality of life. Then, research improves the instruction. Definitely, the proper improvement is required into the instruction. Otherwise, there will be no progress into the life. Then third, that research is having the great impact on the students as well as teachers' life. because whenever we are going to have some kind of research experiences in front of the students, it will impact on the students' achievement. Definitely it will improve the quality of the students' achievement, as well as it will improve that research will give the new vision to the teachers with respect to the, we can say the research, we can say teaching methods or the teaching skill. We can improve the teacher's competence. That's why this topic is included for the teaching, various teaching exams. Why? Because teachers should possess this nature of curiosity, this nature of intellectual development. Hence we can say that with the help of research we can improve the teacher's competence. Then research satisfies the man's need. Why we are going to carry out the research? Because to improve the man's life. So whatever are the needs of the mankind, definitely with the help of research it is going to minimize the efforts. Hence it is going to improve or it is going to satisfy the man's need. Then research reduces the burden of the work. When we are going to use the different technology, advanced technology, definitely it is going to minimize the burden of the work. Definitely there will be the less man-made work. So definitely it is going to improve, it reduces the burden of the work and it is going to minimize the efforts of the mankind. Research has the deep-seated psychological aspect. This is very much important because whenever various kinds of research are done by the mankind, it improves or it changes the psychological aspect. We can change that particular researcher person will change the perspective by looking at anything or any situation. He should develop the ability of looking at anything with the analysis point of view. Hence, it has the deep-seated psychological aspect. And last and very important thing, that is values of research. Research trains the graduates to become responsive to economic development of the country and to compete globally. Unless and until there is no discovery, we cannot have the development of our country. So research, with the help of research, we are going to have the development of the country. We are going to become the responsive for the economic point of view to compete globally. That's why our nation is spending lot of funds for the research work. So these are the certain values of research to the man. I hope you have seen first meaning of research, then definition, then characteristics of the research, characteristics of researcher, and then values of research. This topic, you are satisfied with the explanation. Thanks for watching this video. In the next video, we will come with the types of the research.